Lift Like a Lady by Jackie Lammert, Becky Borseth, and Andrea Schults. Our mission statement is to increase muscular strength in women ages 18 to 25 through fitness programs. Our independent variable are fitness programs. Our target population are women ages 18 to 25, and our dependent variable is muscular strength. The agency to realize our mission is Northern Michigan University's Recreation Sports Department. Their mission is NMU Rec Sports seeks to create a campus culture where the pursuit of a balanced lifestyle is encouraged and valued by providing a comprehensive program of sports, recreation, educational opportunities, and services. The need for our mission is resistance training is recommended for both men and women, young and old, as a method of increasing strength, improving risk factors for both cardiovascular and metabolic diseases, and improving quality of life both psychologically and physiologically. Our theoretical definition of our dependent variable refers to the maximal force that can be generated by a specific muscle or muscle group.
Testing based on theoretical definition. There are multiple repetition tests that can safely and effectively assess strength in healthy adults, as well as people with stable chronic health conditions, such as high blood pressure or diabetes, that are under control. Moreover, when the purpose of testing is to define an initial training load, multiple RM testing minimizes the potential error compared with extrapolating the exercise intensity as a percentage of 1 RM. These are just some sample numbers from our pre-test for the leg press, chest press, leg extension, shoulder press, leg curl, and lat pull down. Identifying measurable objectives. For this woman and all women in our program, the objectives are to follow: 1. To have all women be able to perform the 6 exercises with good form after the familiarization and form overview day. 2. To have all women increase their strength by at least 5% from first to second testing date. 3. To have all women increase their strength by at least 3% from the second to the third testing date. And lastly, 4. To have all women increase their strength by at least 3% from the third to the fourth testing date. Now we're planning an evidence-based program. The program we modeled off of is a cardiovascular and muscular response to 8 weeks of resistance training in young and older women, which was done at the University of Oklahoma in 2009.
The model of our program is young and older women performed full-body, high-intensity resistance exercises 3 times a week for 8 weeks. The resistance exercise was performed on 6 different exercise machines, which include the leg press, chest press, leg extension, shoulder press, leg curl, and lat pull down. The participants completed 3 sets, 2 of which were with 10 reps, and the last set was to failure, which was defined by the inability to complete another repetition with good form. Lift Like a Lady will engage women ages 18 to 25 at Northern Michigan University in high-intensity resistance exercises 3 times per week for 8 weeks on those 6 different exercise machines. The structure is 3 sets total, with the first 2 being 10 reps, and then the last set will be performed to failure, just as our model program. The exercises were alternated so that 2 lower body exercises and 2 upper body exercises were never performed together. Once every 2 weeks, strength was assessed on each machine by a multiple repetition test. Upper body strength was assessed on the second training day of the week, and lower body strength was assessed on the third training day of the week. Initial measurements were taken on the second and third training days of pre-week. Next, measurements were taken on the second and third training days of week 2, 4, 6, and 8. Based on the trans-theoretical model, which is used for people who want to make a health behavior change, which is characterized by a 5-stage process that attempts to change behavior. These steps include pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. So these are a few sample weeks from our program. We have on the left the pre-week, which is mostly paperwork and familiarization on the first day. And then we have a day where the participants are made familiar with all 6 exercises and exercise machines, where they're taught form and they're taught what a maximal effort truly feels like. Day 3, the first measurements for strength are taken for upper body exercises, and on day 4, lower body exercises are measured. Week 1 is just the same for training day 1, 2, and 3, where they train all 6 exercises alternating between upper and lower body. And then week 2 will be a measurement week on training day 2 and training day 3.
When using the social cognitive light theory as it applies to the women in our program, does our target population know what to do? They applied for our program, which is the first step. They applied because that is how they saw a means to their goals. We will fill in what to do from a training perspective. Does our target population know how to do it? We will go over the program and explain expectations for both them as participants and what they can expect from us as instructors. We will also make sure all participants are familiar with all 6 exercise machines and can recognize what good form and maximum effort feels like.
Does our target population want to do it? Are they motivated? The target population applied for our program, which shows they are at least in the preparation phase of the trans-theoretical model, the stage in which people are intending to take action in the immediate future, usually measured as the next month. They have typically taken some significant action in the past year. These individuals have a plan of action, and these are the people that should be recruited for weight loss or exercise programs.
Does your target population believe it can do it? We will use techniques like positive self-talk among participants and a positive and encouraging training environment. Using apps like MyFitnessPal will also help with this, by surrounding participants with even more of a positive environment with people who are at different stages on the similar journeys. Does your target population have a supportive environment? We will provide a supportive environment within the group of women by providing ways to contact us and others in the group when needed. This is also why we are using the MyFitnessPal app website, because of its interaction aspects, so participants can be helped and motivated by others in a similar journey.
So with this slide, we look at if we change the dependent variable in the target population. So for our pretest, we have on day 3 and day 4, the initial measurements for strength in upper body exercises as well as lower body exercises are assessed. Our intervention is what we talked about. It's modeled off of cardiovascular and muscular response to 8 weeks of resistance training in young and older women, which was done at the University of Oklahoma, and it's the 8-week full body high intensity exercise program. And then our post-test was on week 8, day 2 and day 3. The final measurements of strength for upper body and lower body exercises were completed on those days. So the threats to internal validity within our program include the habits of the participants, such as, but these things are not limited to diet, alcohol consumption, and smoking. And it may also include their knowledge of general health and wellness, about food and diet, and the importance of sleep.
The evidence that we met our mission will be based on the results of the multiple repetition tests done once every 2 weeks and the progression visible within those.
Marketing and communication. So these are some of our flyers. Most of our marketing and communication done for our program was centered around traditional media in the form of flyers around the school campus, and as well as some handouts for our participants. The agency that we worked with is the National Institute of Health. This agency's mission is to seek fundamental knowledge about the nature and behavior of living systems and the application of that knowledge to enhance health, lengthen life, and reduce illness and disability. Because our program takes place in a university setting, funding for this project will be minimal. The amount NIH grants us will be sufficient enough for our program, and we chose this program grant because it is the best fit for our mission. This grant is based off 1 to 2 years in length and will fund a program that researches and tests groups that will increase benefits and health with physical activity. It also requests measurable scales and can be used nationwide. This grant also provides up to 5 years follow-up. This grant is comparable to our mission as it fits under the category of education and health and would fit our program in time availability. It also requires groups that display interventions and promote physical activity to enhance good health with measurable testing.
Here are our references. And that was our program.